I'm Callum Gamble. I'm the co-founder and director, as well as the head of all technical aspects of our business, Kreative Agency.
My name is Karen Gamble and I'm the co-founder with Callum and Callum's mother at the same time of Kreative Agency, and I'm also head of sales and operations.
One of the difficulties that I have is misinterpreting what the teacher says, or what the client says, what mum says. Media was my main passion within school, which prompted me to take media in A-levels and then do a university degree. But I already actually had the idea of creating my own web design and development business at the time, but I was advised against it when I was in university. Get the experience in employment and all of that sort of thing. Very quickly got myself a job. I had a bad employment experience there, where my line manager didn't make the reasonable adjustments for me. I left the company after 3 weeks, and I wanted to make it a positive experience. I wanted to show autistic people can start a viable business. I discussed it with mum. Our skills complemented each other really well. You being the copywriter and me having the qualifications for web design and development, and that's how we started the business from there, really.
I was really excited because I had actually been badgering him for quite a long time to say, why don't we do something together? And I also knew that Callum and I would be working together perfectly as a team. Like Callum said, our skill sets complemented each other, but also how we are with each other.
It actually went quite smoothly for the first half a year. Once the COVID pandemic hit, we had lots of contract cancellations. We thought basically, how can we make ourselves unique as a web design and development business? So we went back to the drawing board, didn't we? And that's when we thought of website accessibility. I undertook an accessibility course where I gained all of the knowledge with website accessibility. I wanted to make websites easier for people like myself with autism and people with disabilities to use websites.
We initially developed accessible websites and designed them, and now we have become auditors of accessible websites and then supporting other web developers with remediating the websites to make them accessible. In the UK, 70% of websites are inaccessible, and most people are not even aware of what web accessibility is. He uses different techniques to check from the perspective of different users with different access needs, and then creates a report.
You run some very magic tools on your website, and that detects certain errors, as well as manually testing a website yourself, because one of our favourite sayings is humans use websites, not robots. I check whether a website is usable on a keyboard, because for some users who can't use a mouse, screen readers for blind users and who have low vision, and then also colour contrast checking to make sure our website is suitable for people with colourblind conditions.
Businesses ask us that come to us, can you please make our website conform to the web content accessibility guidelines? We always say then, yes, we can do that, but also we go a step further, because sometimes if it's technically compliant, it's not necessarily user-friendly. There has to be a manual audit. You cannot just do that with online magic tools, as Callum calls them. There always has to be a manual aspect to it, and then the support to explain to the developers. And we try to sort of take the fear of the unknown out of it as well, and work with developers on the job. And it's like you can literally see the light bulbs pinging up, which is always great. It's a very specialist skill, and there are not many web developers that can do it. We want to obviously, become one of the accessibility agencies that are well known in the UK. We're already going there actually just as a two-person team, which is quite great. But also, yes, employing other people, not just autistic people, also other disabilities, but obviously not to neglect neurotypicals, because we want to show that people can work together. And one of our missions that we're working towards now is to make the UK digitally inclusive by 2025. So some people think we're delusional, other people think we're brave. So, but whatever they think, they remember us. Callum's processing is different. It is slower, but it is also deeper and far more accurate, because Callum always comes with fantastic ideas. Callum looks after business development really in our company, to give you an example. And he came up with going down the accessibility route, and he has really done everything to change our company's direction, to adapt to new ways of working. That has all come from Callum. And so I would say, do not underestimate your business partner that is neurodivergent. Give them time, be open-minded, and also be totally transparent about your feelings. If you're confused about something, if you struggle with something, transparency is so important. Especially autistic people are so dedicated, so honest, so reliable, and very, very focused. And to have, they can become model employees, and just give them the chance, really.
Before you start any business, you need to have the motivation. It doesn't matter what skills you have or qualities. If you're not motivated, you're not going to do a good job.
Do something that you love, yeah, that you're passionate about. And if you can combine that with your skill set, perfect. Like we combined advocacy with a business, because we want to help other people that are like Callum. And now we're, we've widened that, extended that to other disabilities. And we're really, really passionate about making a difference and earning money at the same time. I would say, just trust in your skills, follow your passions, but also be really, really transparent to your clients, what reasonable adjustments they need to make.
Yeah, so I have time anxiety.
And therefore, it's really, really important, that we tell our clients we don't work with deadlines, we work with estimates, and it's as good as a deadline, but it takes that pressure off Callum. And once we explain to the clients why that is, they're absolutely fine with it. As long as you're open with your clients, absolutely fine. Callum is one of the strongest people that I know. He actually has got just that resilience. He gets knocked down and he gets up straight away again and does something differently.
It's all about the learning, isn't it, really, from your mistakes?
Honestly, it's amazing. And his story sort of catches people. They say, well, that guy can do it, like I'm going to do it too.
Exactly, and a more choppy, wavy kind of slope is a lot better than like a straight slope. It makes for a much better story. So you are going to get knocked down, but you'll always get back up again if you have enough determination and motivation.